Hi there, welcome Sagittarius. Today we're talking about January, February, and March predictions for 2025. We're not going to waste much time. We're going to get right into it. The intentions have been set here for these cards for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So if that lands anywhere in your chart, this reading may be for you. Also, energy and time are fluid in tarot, so this is not necessarily going to be a reflection of every single month from start to finish. The energy doesn't necessarily begin exactly at the first of the month and end at the end of the month. This is fluid. It's just a general guidance here. Okay, as you saw, the cards came in upside down. I do read reversals. However, if all cards are upside down in reverse, I know that I'm the one that's in reverse and not the deck. So we flip these right side up. These are intended to be upright. So right now, Sagittarius, this is a really great reading from what I can tell. We are starting out 10 of Pentacles coming into 25. So this is your general energy presently, or will be an energy that you'll be encountering at the very end of the year, which is wonderful. And we have, this is 10 of Pentacles. Let me show you that. 10 of Pentacles energy 2024 coming into 25. We have King of Swords energy coming into 25. So we'll see what that means. Sometimes that can be good or bad, just depending on, we'll get clarification. Strength is the card here in roughly the February time frame. I also like the Strength card. And then Two of Swords, which I don't mind, especially in the context of everything that we're seeing here so far. So Sag, this is looking good. I'm looking forward to this reading. I have been going out of order, just kind of going with the signs that I really have this feeling that I want to get to their readings. And I did that with you. I did that yesterday. Yesterday I did a reading for Cancer, and it was like so good. I was so excited. It was a Monday morning, and I was feeling pretty like low, you know, didn't have a lot of energy. And I like to do tarot early. It's one of my favorite things to do, and it gives me my pick-me-up just to read the energies and to do this. So when I did that for Cancer yesterday, it was just such a fantastic reading that I got a great pick-me-up. And today I had the same thing for you, Sagittarius, so hopefully you're going to get a similarly amazing reading. I'm seeing some interesting cards, interesting combos, so you're not going to keep this easy on me, that's for sure. But that's how I like it. I like a challenge. Okay, so Sag, 10 of Pentacles, definitely positive energy. I mean, 10 is the culmination here of something to do with money. So this is work related. Really, I feel like feeling the reward of a lot of your efforts here. I mean, this is standard 10 of Pentacles that I'm getting, but it's paired with the Four of Swords, so that can be a period of rest. And when I pair this with the 10 of Pentacles, and I'm really focused very heavily on this man in the center who looks like he really needs to rest. So this is definitely feeling like you've put a lot of work and effort into 24, something you've put a lot of work into, and that work has paid off. And this is also coming out with the Emperor and the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is not, this is, the Page of Cups in reverse is telling me this is really not focused on any sort of familial energy, emotional energy, nothing like that. It's really focused on work and efforts. So this is been a good year for you financially. You definitely put a lot of work into it. You are certainly a leader. Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you started a business and it went really, really well. Maybe you've done a new project and it was very successful for you. You got a great raise, possibly even a great promotion at the end of the year. Potentially, this could also be somebody who has finished a degree that took a lot of time and energy, and you secured a well-paying position. So it's definitely in that arena, something of that nature. You know, got a great raise, great promotion. It's just a lot of hard work went into this, so it's definitely well deserved. That's great energy coming into 25. So let's see what you're going to do with it in 25. So we're starting with the King of Swords energy, which I don't exactly like too much, to be honest, with this coming first. We also have 5 of Swords and 7 of Cups and Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, so this is definitely aligning with the energy I was picking up with the King of Swords. So Sag, to be fair, I'm probably going to lose you here. Maybe I'll keep cross watchers, cross watchers only. I'm not feeling great about how you're handling this success based on what's happening here in January. So I'd like for you to use this maybe as a warning to kind of pull back a little bit. So we've got the Queen of Cups in reversed and we have the Page of Cups in reversed here. So I really feel like the emotional component of this is something that's being ignored. Maybe how you're speaking to people, how you're handling this situation, it's not landing well. And we know that the King of Swords has now, while you've certainly earned this place of authority and you have mastery in whatever it is, like again, I think that this is you've achieved a new position in life. And that's really played out here, something you've put a lot of work into and have earned, but maybe you need to slow your roll a little bit. Like, I think that it's going to your head and you may be coming about this in January if you don't take a step back. Obviously, one of the reasons we like to look ahead is to kind of look at some of our warning signs to see where we can make some changes and look out for ourselves a little bit. And I think it's telling you to look out for yourself a little bit, pull back a bit. 5 of Swords energy here, definitely charging in, lots of power struggles, conflict, friction. And I'm feeling that from your King of Swords energy with the Queen of Cups reversed. You're going to generate a lot of conflict with the way that you're approaching this. Your eyes are on the prize. You've got your head in the clouds. You're looking at all of these possibilities. I feel like this is an energy coming from somebody who may be in a leadership position in some cases. In general, it's while this is fantastic that you've accomplished this and you have all of this energy, you have this charge forward energy. We don't see a knight here, but I'm imagining we might, if we pulled some additional clarification card. Oh, here's our knight. Never mind. Knight of Wands of all things. So yeah, definitely charge forward energy. I'm just encouraging you to do your best. While I'm not saying you shouldn't feel happy and confident in what you've accomplished, I do think that maybe you should pull back a little bit and try to take some perspective, because you're going to rub some people the wrong way. Right now, you don't care. That's what this is telling me. Right now, you do not care if you're rubbing people the wrong way. It does not bother you in the least. But you will, I'm venturing to guess as we explore this, that's going to not be helpful to you in the long run. It wouldn't be coming out this way if it wasn't something for you to pay attention to. And you wouldn't be watching if you weren't interested in this. If you're only interested in positive toxically positive readings that tell you everything's going to be amazing, you're going to win the lottery and the love of your life is coming, and then that never actually comes true because it's bullshit, then you need to watch somebody else. But this is what it's telling you. This is just telling you to slow down, watch for things, just, take a breath. Take a breath before you make any of your decisions. Potentially bring others into your decisions. Maybe prioritize your goals. It's not to say that all of these ideas and goals that you have are bad. Given everything that I'm seeing here, they're probably all fantastic ideas and fantastic goals. So it's not saying you should let them go in any way, but maybe what you do is you prioritize and you come into the year being mindful that your energy may be off-putting to some other people. And so allow yourself the opportunity to take a step back and reflect before you charge forward. You may be in a position where you are forced to charge forward, forced to create conflict, forced to deal with all of these Seven of Cups energy. I am actually getting some other energy of somebody who is in a very high leadership position here, who has to make some difficult choices and put their emotions to the side. You know it's going to create conflict, and you're doing a lot of juggling. And this is not a great position to be in. So that I'm currently getting two different possibilities here, all related to work though, all related to Pentacles. Like you've worked hard, you've earned this position, but I'm not sure that you really want it in this second scenario. That maybe you're a little bit of a reluctant leader here. And for my reluctant leaders, I think this is something that you're aware of, but and so that is representing, that's why we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's two possibilities here. You're either lacking awareness, charging forward, and you need to just pay attention, or you do have this awareness, but you feel like you have to do it anyway. Let's just see what else is coming out here. We've got the Strength card. So, okay, clearly you're a strong person. Clearly you need to bring your inner strength to the table in this scenario, because this is definitely a high responsibility position that you've got here. You've got a lot of responsibility on your plate. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's turning in your favor, which is suggested by everything here. This is all financial work. This is all of the mind. This is, what you're doing in your life for your living. And if you're retired, this could be about, managing your own finances or something like that. Or you've taken on an unpaid volunteer position. I don't think that's it. That's not it. If you're retired or something like that, or you're not working, this is whatever you do for work. But there's definitely money involved here. And as we noted in January, when I was looking for the wand, here it is. Here's your charge forward wand energy. And 5 of Pentacles. So we've got more conflict here around money. Power struggles. More conflict and power struggles around money. I'd like to just get some additional clarification before I look into March too closely. I'm kind of taking some peeks at those cards. I can tell you in March we've got 2 major arcana, and they're both pretty good, it seems like. But I also see we got the 2 of Swords there and the Chariot reversed. So I'm guessing that message is not what it looks to be on the surface. Okay, I just need clarification on the Strength card. Okay. Clarification on Five of Pentacles. I couldn't even get my words out. Justice reverse. Something's out of balance. So the Knight of Pentacles is our slowest moving knight, actually, but you have two knights here. Our Knight of Wands is our highest energy knight, I think. When they're here together, I think that they're not, I mean, this is all the same story, but they're kind of telling you different parts of the same story here. This Knight of Pentacles came out for clarification on the Five of Pentacles, which I think my initial read on this is probably the majority of the Sag I'm speaking to, if anyone's here. I mean, I haven't been particularly kind to you, and I'm sorry. I would probably hate to get this reading unless I was really, really like confident and thoughtful on how I approach the world. Like, you really are very well-rounded Sag to probably receive this message well. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm very sorry, but I also think it's helpful to look at our shadow side, and this is definitely a bit of a shadow reading here, and it's the Strength, the Knight of Wands here, the Justice reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. So you're feeling the Wheel of Fortune. You're feeling you're very fortunate here, and you do feel a responsibility to charge forward in this role. And this is what these warnings are for you here. It's going to take a lot of strength. You are a very strong person. You're able to do this, but it's creating imbalances in some way. And then you have these, like I said, you have two fives in a row. You have a Five of Swords and a Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, meaning you're definitely a very responsible and reliable person, very capable of taking on all of this responsibility. But if you do continue to charge forward without paying attention to all of those around you that are impacted by how you're charging forward, then, you know, there's a price to pay. There's going to be more conflict than maybe is necessary. That could be in the workplace and potentially in your home life. Potentially we've got some out of balance home life here. And then we've got the Two of Swords coming in March. So there's going to be a decision to be made. And this is also about balance. You're out of balance here. So I think this really is wonderful win, but we might be creating some imbalance in our lives through the win if we don't slow down. So you're being encouraged, Sagittarius, to just really reflect, because we've got the Chariot in reverse with the Two of Swords and the World and the Moon. So the question is, which of these are the two choices? I think one of your choices leads you to the World, for sure. The other choice leads you to slowing down or your intuition. I think the other choice has to be slowing down. And the advice is using your intuition, or the advice, no, that's not it. We're going to get clarification really quickly here. I need clarification on the choice in the Two of Swords, because there's definitely choices. Maybe there's three options. Okay, we've got the Awakening, which didn't really come upright or reversed. The Eight of Cups, which came reversed, and the Four of Pentacles, which came reversed. Hopefully you can't hear that plane outside. They must be doing lots of practice runs. I live near an Air Force base. Can you hear it? Okay. These clarification cards gave me more to feel mixed up about for you, Sag. And I think that's because usually when I feel that mixed up and have a hard time getting clarity, it's a reflection of the energy that's coming at that time. So the energy is muddled and mixed up, which again, I think this is all shadow work and a warning. And hopefully you heed some of this advice to not generate conflicts and not try to go so far out of balance, because I do think it leads to a period of having to make a difficult choice and feeling very mixed up and torn about that choice. We've got the World, which is, you know, the ultimate card in the tarot, the final card in the major arcana. And the World is really saying, in this reading, the world is your oyster. And I think it's if you make mindful choices, right? If you make mindful choices. I think this clarifying awakening card coming out sideways was basically reaffirming you've got to make a choice. You're either going to be out of balance or in balance. And if you make the right choice, if you handle this maturely, then, you know, we're moving towards world energy going into the end of the year, which is what you want and exactly why we're here, why we use tarot, to kind of reflect and have some, you know, self-reflection and some sort of guidance. You can apply this to your own life specifically. You know your situation and you know whether this lands with you in any way or not. The Eight of Cups is like, forget about it. And the Four of Pentacles is not being particularly possessive. It's like you're not grasping or clinging to your coins. So I feel like we've got Four of Pentacles over here with the World, because you know you can't get to the world by being somebody who's hoarding and so protective of all of their coins. The greatest accomplishments in life come after a period of generosity, ease, grace, giving, forgiveness, right? That's the World. So Four of Pentacles in reverse is saying letting go of those clutches a little bit. So this is definitely coming out of one of those choices here. Eight of Cups, this is kind of like, I call it the F it card. Like, I'm done with this, particularly in this deck. Look at that. I mean, she's just like, forget this. And we have the Chariot and the Moon. So I think the Moon is here and the Chariot is here. Your choice is to not use your intuition, to continue to charge forward and create this imbalance. Like, really just stop and think. That's what the Moon card, I think, is telling you here, is to stop and think about the situation that you're in. Take a pause before the need to charge forward. Your initial inclination is probably to charge forward in whatever this situation is, so that you can continue this energy, this path, the success that you've had, but it's going to impact other people. You're not doing this alone. You have employees who are potentially impacted by this. You have a family who's possibly impacted by this in some way. And so it's really about making sure you're controlling your own energy, prioritizing things that allows you to pull back and make choices one at a time. So that prioritization of all of these thoughts and dreams and wants that you want to do for 2025, prioritizing those goals will help you step back and spread the load a little bit and create a little bit more balance. If you do that in advance, do it now, do it this year. Do it in advance before you really get going in the year during kind of a period of rest, maybe in that first week of January. And refer to that prioritization list often. Remind yourself why you made that list, even when it's difficult and inwardly you really want to just go, go, go and push, push, push. Know that it's not all necessarily for your own good. There is a greater good involved here. You, as if you're in a leader position, you have the responsibility of not only charging forward and, of course, earning some sort of profit, but you have the responsibility of taking care of those individuals who are under you in a reporting structure. I mean, that your responsibility is to care for all of them, not just their ability to make money and succeed. You will damage your business if you charge forward and you have high employee turnover. You're not taking care of those people. They won't be honest with you. It will create more problems for you. Truly taking a step back is protecting you as much as it's protecting them. We know that you need strength and you need the energy to charge forward. The Wheel of Fortune is certainly turning in your favor, right? So know that you are supported in all of this. Know that you have the strength. You already know that. I don't even need to tell you that, Sag. You know what you know. But don't lose your head. Make sure you're continuing to pull yourself back and remain in balance in this situation. You are certainly a fantastic leader and you're definitely a builder of wealth. You're reliable and hardworking. That goes without saying. It is screaming in this deck. But again, we can create some conflict around the pentacles. That could be high employee turnover, resistance, dishonesty, creating some financial troubles in the workplace. That could also relate to financial troubles in the home. I mean, if you are creating so much imbalance and disharmony in the home, that is a common reason for divorce. We don't want to get into any of that. So make sure you're just mindful of creating balance. The Awakening card here that came out in clarification, not clarifying very yes or no. Excuse me, this is really reinforcing the message here. This is just saying, just be mindful of balance here. You do need to, you're in a responsible position. You need to make sure that you're adhering to those responsibilities, doing your due diligence, doing the best job that you know that you can do. And part of that best job is, again, making sure you're being mindful to pay attention to balance and pulling back a little bit. The Chariot in reversed here is speaking about that charging forward energy, as is the World. I think the choices you're making will either determine if you're forced to slow down or if you can continue to charge forward and ultimately end up with the World. And I hope by the end of 25, we see you receiving the World many times and that you've not made the choice to be forced to stop. Because if you don't slow down, something will slow you down. And I think that that's the Chariot card. It's saying use your intuition. You have a good intuition on all of this, and you can lean on that intuition in making some of these decisions. the Four of Pentacles in reverse here, just saying, you know, the money's going to take care of itself. Don't cling to it too much. This shouldn't be all about the money. There's a bigger picture here. We need to keep in mind the other people that are involved. And this Eight of Cups reversed, this comes with the Chariot in reversed. Again, if you don't heed the warnings, the universe is going to put a stop to it for you. It's going to put something in your road to block you if you don't heed these warnings. That's really what's happening. So Sagittarius, something tells me like maybe 0 people are left, because this might be a difficult message to hear. But should there be anyone who's out there and is doing shadow work and interested in generating balance and heeding warnings for the best possible outcome in 25, I hope this resonated with you. For anyone who may still be there, may be interested, may find this message resonated with them in any way, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. Thank you, and see you again next time.